Have you ever wondered what it's like to see the world without blinking? To feel the ground not with feet, but with your entire body? Sensing every tiny vibration, sensing every subtle shift in temperature? This is the world of the snake, an animal that inspires fascination and fear. Creatures of myth and legend, often misunderstood and unfairly maligned. But what if everything you think you know is just the beginning? What if we could peel back the layers and reveal a creature that's not just a predator? A masterpiece of evolution, a vital guardian of its environment, a true survivor in every sense. Join me for the next 12 minutes on an adventure. Forget the scary stories and horror films. We'll journey deep into the world of serpents, scorching deserts of Africa, dense, humid jungles of the Amazon. We'll come face to face with the most powerful and specialized animals. When you picture a snake, what comes to mind? An ancient creature, both feared and revered, a symbol of transformation and power. But on a biological level, what truly makes a snake a snake? The most obvious answer, of course, is what they lack. No legs and no arms. They also have no external ears and no eyelids. Instead, a transparent scale called a spectacle protects the eye, giving them their famously unblinking stare. They are streamlined by design, a perfect tube of muscle and bone, sometimes hundreds of vertebrae long, built for a life of stealth and efficiency. Their entire body is a single, powerful, and incredibly flexible tool. Imagine being able to move, hunt, climb, swim, and even burrow, all with the same basic body plan. That is the reality for the more than 3,000 species of snake on Earth. Their long, limbless form is not a disadvantage. It is their greatest evolutionary advantage. This unique anatomy allows them to exploit niches unavailable to other animals, letting them slip through the tightest of spaces, disappear into the undergrowth, or ambush prey with explosive speed from a seemingly relaxed coil, a marvel of stored kinetic energy. Their skin is another marvel of natural engineering. Contrary to popular myth, it is not slimy, but cool and dry to the touch. It's covered in a beautiful, intricate mosaic of scales made of keratin, the same tough protective protein as our own fingernails. Periodically, they shed this entire outer layer in one piece, a process called ecdysis, revealing a fresh, vibrant skin beneath. These scales aren't just for show. They provide a durable shield against the elements, help them grip surfaces for climbing, and lock in precious moisture, a critical adaptation that allows them to thrive even in the driest deserts. The patterns and colors are a masterclass in communication and survival, serving as a bold warning to predators, or as perfect camouflage that makes the snake utterly invisible in its environment, a ghost in the forest. Let's talk about that famous jaw. A snake's ability to swallow prey much larger than its own head is the stuff of legend, and it's all thanks to some incredible anatomy. Unlike our own jaws, which are fused at the chin, a snake's lower jaw is made of two separate bones connected by a flexible ligament. This allows the jaw to stretch incredibly wide. Furthermore, the jaw isn't rigidly attached to the skull. This extraordinary flexibility enables a snake to walk its head over its meal. It's a slow, deliberate process, but it allows them to consume meals that can sustain them for weeks or even months. Finally, their senses are tuned to a world we can barely perceive. Without external ears, they don't hear sound in the way we do. They pick up vibrations from the ground through the bones in their jaw, which transmit the signals to their inner ear. The world of snakes is a testament to evolutionary artistry, with over 3,000 different species adapting to nearly every environment on Earth. Their diversity in size alone is staggering. We find snakes small enough to coil on a coin, like the tiny thread snake. And then there are the giants, behemoths that can swallow a crocodile. Venomous snakes. Venomous snakes are often divided into major families, each with a unique method of dispatching prey. Among the most famous are the cobras, vipers, and mambas. Their fangs and venom delivery systems are masterpieces of natural engineering. Elapids include cobras, mambas, kraits, and coral snakes. They have short, fixed fangs at the front of the mouth designed for a quick, sure bite. Their venom is often neurotoxic, a sophisticated chemical weapon that targets the nervous system. It works by blocking signals between nerves and muscles. A bite can cause paralysis and respiratory failure. Ultimately, it can stop breathing. The king cobra, the world's longest venomous snake, is a prime example, capable of delivering a huge volume of potent neurotoxin in a single bite. On the other side are the vipers, a group including rattlesnakes and the formidable gaboon viper. Vipers have long, hollow fangs that are hinged, folding back when not in use. This allows for much longer fangs. When the viper strikes, the fangs swing forward in the blink of an eye to inject venom deep into their target. Viper venom is often hemotoxic. It attacks the blood and tissues, destroying red blood cells, disrupting clotting, and causing massive swelling and painful tissue necrosis. Despite these fearsome abilities, it is crucial to remember that venomous snakes are not aggressive hunters of humans. They do not seek us out. Venom is a precious resource used for subduing prey. Bites almost always happen when a snake is accidentally trodden on or when it feels cornered and threatened. Their first instinct is always to hide or flee. A bite is a last resort. Constrictors, pythons, boas, anacondas, pure muscle, titans that subdue with overwhelming force. They are ambush predators relying on camouflage. Once they grip with their sharp, backward-curving teeth, they coil with astonishing speed. For a long time, it was believed constrictors killed by suffocation. But recent research shows the immense pressure rapidly cuts off blood flow to the brain, causing circulatory arrest. This leads to a rapid loss of consciousness and a much quicker, more efficient death. Geographically, they are distinct. Pythons are found in Africa, Asia, and Australia. Boas primarily inhabit the Americas and Madagascar. They also reproduce differently. Pythons lay eggs, often coiling around them to provide warmth, whereas most boas give birth to live young. The reticulated python is the world's longest snake, while the green anaconda is the heaviest. Anacondas have been known to eat capybaras, deer, even caiman crocodiles. After consuming such a massive meal, the snake's metabolism goes into overdrive to digest it, a process that can take a long time. The snake will then find a safe, quiet place to rest, sometimes for weeks or even months, until its next meal. Aquatic snakes. And life in the water is no barrier. Sea snakes have evolved paddle-like tails, special salt glands to process seawater, and even the ability to absorb some oxygen through their skin. Meanwhile, freshwater snakes hunt fish and amphibians in rivers, lakes, and swamps worldwide. Unique examples. Beyond these main groups lie the truly unique examples. There are blind snakes, tiny, harmless burrowers that look more like earthworms. And then there are the incredible flying snakes, which don't truly fly, but glide between trees by flattening their bodies into a wing-like shape. From the deadly to the diminutive to the airborne, the world of snakes is filled with a startling and spectacular variety of life. Snakes are masters of adaptation, honed by millions of years of evolution. Let's dive into the science behind their shimmering scales, their unhinging jaws, and their potent venom. These aren't just random traits, they are sophisticated tools for survival. By the end, you'll look at the next snake you see not with fear, but with a newfound respect and profound wonder. First, their mastery of disguise. Camouflage, a life-or-death strategy for both hunting and hiding. Think of the gaboon viper, whose intricate geometric patterns perfectly mimic leaf litter, making it a virtually invisible ambush predator. Or the Asian vine snake, whose slender green body and pointed snout are so perfectly aligned with hanging vines that prey often pass by without a second glance. Next, a sixth sense, heat-sensing pits. Found in vipers, boas, and pythons, these remarkable organs detect minute changes in temperature, allowing the snake to perceive the world in infrared. This creates a thermal image of its surroundings. In the dead of night, it's a crucial advantage, letting them see the body heat of warm-blooded prey with pinpoint accuracy. Then, there are their flexible jaws. A snake's lower jaw isn't one bone but two separate bones connected by an elastic ligament, allowing for an extreme gape. They then walk their jaws over prey with alternating independent movements. This incredible mechanism allows them to swallow prey many times their head size, which they can then digest slowly over days or even weeks. Venom. Evolution. Venom can paralyze prey, aid digestion, or serve as defense. Venom is metabolically expensive. Snakes prefer to save it for securing meals. Locomotion. Sidewinding, slithering, climbing, and swimming. Lateral undulation is the most common S-shaped slither. Concertina motion for climbing, bunching then extending like an accordion. Sidewinding motion allows travel across hot, shifting sands with minimal contact. Rectilinear movement grips the ground with belly scales to creep through narrow spaces. Swimming uses the same side-to-side motion adapted for water. Finally, their entire metabolism is a survival strategy. A large python might only need to eat a few times a year. This low-energy lifestyle is a huge advantage in scarce environments. By combining camouflage, heat sensing, versatile movement, and a slow metabolism, snakes have created a blueprint for survival. a blueprint that has allowed them to thrive for over 100 million years. Just when you think you're starting to understand snakes, you uncover facts so strange and wonderful they sound like science fiction. Snakes can go months without eating. King cobra can raise 1/3 of its body upright. Anacondas are among the heaviest snakes in the world. Rattlesnakes use their tails as a built-in warning system. Some snakes reproduce by parthenogenesis, without males. The king cobra is ophiophagous. It primarily eats other snakes. The reticulated python is the longest, the green anaconda the heaviest. Venom sometimes aids digestion, pre-digesting tissue before swallowing. Rattling is a clear message. I am here. Back away. Blind snakes are often transported in potted plant soil, hence the name flowerpot snake. Flying snakes flatten their bodies and glide, flaring ribs to form a concave wing. Heat pits let snakes see warm-blooded prey in complete darkness. Parthenogenesis allows a lone female to establish a new population, a fail-safe colonization method. A new rattle segment is added each time the snake sheds. A single snake can consume dozens, if not hundreds, of rodents in its lifetime. These facts show snakes are full of surprises, strange, efficient, and often beautiful. Imagine one moving with stealth and silence through the water, a true river monster of the Amazon. It's a humbling thought. After our journey through their world, one final question remains. Why do snakes matter? They are essential components of a healthy ecosystem. They are nature's pest controllers, playing a vital role in keeping populations of other animals in check. In agricultural areas, snakes are a farmer's best friend, reducing the need for chemical pesticides. Snakes are also a critical link in the food web, serving as both predator and prey. They support birds of prey, badgers, coyotes, and even other snakes. The health of a snake population often indicates the health of the whole ecosystem. By protecting snakes and their habitats, we help maintain the delicate balance all life depends on. They are a survivor, an evolutionary marvel, a silent guardian. They may inspire fear, but snakes also inspire awe, the perfect blend of beauty, danger, and survival.